Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for a new show, Watchmen Season 1, Episode 1. So first, I'd like to start off by saying, this is going to be a timer-based reaction. If you don't know what that means, it means there's not going to be any footage in the corner, like there are on a lot of reactions. I do a timer instead. You guys have to sync up the copy that you watched, however you watched it originally. You just put it side by side with this YouTube video, and then I'm going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown and start it, and you guys are going to watch the whole episode alongside me. And I do that because of copyright reasons. It keeps it from being taken down and me having to go back and try to fix it, and it's a whole deal that I tried messing with when I started my channel. It didn't work out well and everything, so I decided to go with this format instead. I like to try to warn you guys at the start of the video, so that way, at least at the start of the first one, so I won't be mentioning this again from the rest of the show, and I'll mention it again at the start of the next one. I do it so that way if you don't like that format, you can leave before I waste too much of your time. So, with that out of the way, there's one more thing I want to get out of the way. This was a Patreon show. It's replacing Stranger Things as my Patreon show. The way those work is I watch the entire show on my Patreon before I start releasing it to YouTube. So if you check out the link in the description to my Patreon, if you're interested in that, you can get every single episode of Watchmen right now if you're watching this on YouTube. And you'll also get access to whatever replaces this after I'm finished. So check that out if you're interested. It supports me in what I do here. I very much appreciate it. All that's out of the way, and subscribe to YouTube as usual. All that good stuff. But anyway, all that stuff I won't mention again. We'll just jump into the talking about the last episode and everything once I start the next one. I just like to mention that stuff in the first one, and then I mention it at the end of the video from here on out. So yeah, Watchmen. I don't know anything about this. I will say I've heard people talk about it, which is why I want to watch it. I mean, it's been a while now. I remember when it came out, it was a pretty big thing, and some of the reactors that I normally watch, they talk about it a lot. Actually, they just referenced it today in a video I was watching of theirs, and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to watch next, and I'm like, I think it's finally time that I watch Watchmen. So the only thing I have like a vibe on is I feel like they're always referencing like superpowers or something when it comes to Watchmen, so I don't know if this is a superpower show or maybe I'm just getting the complete wrong vibe from that, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to find out because other than the title, I know nothing. So and those little vibes I get from those guys, I guess. But yeah, let's jump into this and watch it together, shall we? Alrighty, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. HBO. Oh, is this advertisements for other stuff? A new series. All right. Nudity. Sold. I may put a little bit of footage in the corner here to help you guys sync up, just in case some of that beginning stuff isn't there for whatever version you're watching. Alright. Is this it? No, I'm just kidding. Black and white, the whole time, I bet. Got him! One of the old silent videos. They're fun. It's really, like, makes you think about how far we've come. What have you done to our sheriff? Oh. Oh, you got a little piggy. Bass Reeves. Is that an important name to remember? Or it's being watched and I wrote that down for no reason. They actually have someone playing music for... So this is his inspiration? Why is she... What? What is happening? Why is she crying while playing the piano and watching silent videos? Interesting. Okay. So we're in 1921. Ah. Is the whole show set at this time, or is this... I feel like that kid might grow up and be inspired by Bass Reeves and be our main character, maybe? But, just a theory. Oh my god, that dude just did. Jeez, just freaking rioting and shit. It's terrible. So is this just... Sorry guys, my history is terrible, so if something happened in 1921 that I'm supposed to know, other than like... Oh, Jesus Christ, was that kid just holding, like, a dead kid? A dead baby? So saving their kid. Well, damn. Oh, shit. That's so scary. Oh no, don't look out the holes, kid. Oh, man. The plane made me think it's, like, war, but it feels more like a damn, like, riot than anything. But I don't know. Just, like, usually in war, they're not just Molotoving random buildings and stuff. And I didn't see, like, one, like, unifying outfit or anything. But his dad seemed to have some kind of military outfit on, it seemed like. Oh no, is that Heck? He's supposed to be going with Heck and Liddy. Jeez. Watch over this boy. What's so important about the piece of paper? Oh, baby. Damn. Oh, the fire. Jeez. He's so young, too. What do you do? Summer and we're running out of ice. Hmm. Wait, are we... That battery, 54%, didn't feel like something from... 1921. $2019. Was that 98 years later? Oh, that is ominous. That kid would be over 100 now, so... I wonder how the two timelines connect. Panda. Oh. Interesting. Firearm lock release. So is this a alternate future where... They have to be buzzed to get their weapons. Oh, shit! Okay, well. He's not a main character. He was so busy trying to deal with his gun, he didn't see that guy walk up. Oh, shit. Did he just have the mask, too? Okay, I mean... He did have lettuce? What am I watching? I'm so confused at what's going on. Hey. I know that actress from somewhere. Wait, what? Is this the same guy? Or is this just their outfits? Okay, that's just their outfits. Alright, so the police in this world just wear that? Assuming they're police. I think they're police. Why does everybody have, like... I don't know. Is he alive? I mean, I know he was alive in the car still when he had the lettuce thrown at him, but... He took... a lot of bullets to the chest. Why does he wear that? I'm intrigued. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but I'm just... intrigued. I don't know why he asked about croutons. Is, like... salad materials rare? Judd. Okay, so they are police. I mean, I figured they were, but she seems scared. So police are like, your identity is a secret if you're a cop? Hmm. Hmm. Alright. We want cookies. I want cookies. Huh. Okay, so we're still in Tulsa. I didn't see where they said it was when it popped up saying September 8th, 2019, but they might have already said that. Oh damn. They're trying to eat. Yeah. So there's like some. Oh shit! What? Redfordtations? Redfordations. I spelled it wrong. Hmm. Wait, what? Is the sky getting darker? Uh. Excuse me? What is that? Oh! They're like little octopuses. Or something. It all like... Ugh. And then it like disintegrates or something? What is this world? Okay, they're calling them squids. They are... I guess squid is the more accurate term than octopus. They had a more squid-like head. Oh, they're blimps. Reminds me of Fringe. American Hero? Minutemen. I feel like it's not just a bakery she runs. That's not the kid, is it? He's not as old as he should be, if it is. But he has the same, like... I think the kid, unless that was like blood or something on the kid's face, it was too dark to tell, but the kid had like something on his cheek there at the end. And so did that guy. I don't know, I'm just still looking to connect. I mean, whatever happened in 1921 seems to maybe be what has kind of shifted the world into what it is now. Yep, I figured this wasn't. Okay. When she suddenly was like, I have to go to the bakery, like, that felt like something else. So she's part of something. You just ran that stop sign. Hmm. So the police know are okay with her? They let her in? I thought maybe it was a vigilante sort of thing, but... 7th Cavalry. So it seems like a terrorist group of sorts? But are they the bad guys? Or are these the bad guys? Or are there no good guys? Really? The outfits are crazy. They said 3 years apiece, is that what you said? Article 4? That's Panda? Is that a Russian accent? One word, but I think I heard it. So they have like a standardized outfit, but then there's some people who have kind of their own thing going. I wonder what separates them. Okay, so they don't. He said, like, we are Article 4 or something like that. I thought he was calling themselves that, but I think Article 4 is just, like, the removing the. Or giving them all access to their guns, right? I think. I wrote it down as if, like, we have 7th Cavalry, and then I thought they were going up against Article 4 was, like, their group name or something, but. Right there, the way he said. The way he said it made it sound like Article 4 is more like something they. Like a code red, right? This is an interesting room. Okay, so they do call them terrorists. Is this some kind of like hypnosis sort of thing, or? Okay, so they're white supremacists. Interesting. Interesting interrogation technique. Huh, okay. I think I might have just recognized him red before he put his mask on. So they're letting him go and they're gonna follow him, probably. Keep an eye on him. See where he goes. Oh. Or maybe not. Never mind. The way he was apologizing, the way they were apologizing, I thought they were gonna let him go and follow him. Or something. Oh. Oh, it was bathroom. I think his head's in the toilet. Alright. They got some answers. They're getting batteries? Some kind of, maybe they use, like, there's, like, some kind of chemicals or something like that that are in the batteries, right? So maybe they're using them to make bombs, weapons, or something. What are the pills for? Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a big old gun. Jesus. The poor cows. So far, it seems like they're just people, though. I know I said like a. Oh my god, it's getting turned into meat. Like, I get like hero vibes with people with their different outfits and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any like superpowers yet. Unless the fact that that one guy got shot by a machine gun a bunch of times in the chest and lived is a superpower. Jesus, it's not gonna be much left of that cow pretty soon. Not gonna have much cover. Oh. He's gotta reload, that's a chance. Maybe. Yep. I think subtitles called her Knight. Nice. I feel like she could have easily shot him. They're trying to get one alive to interrogate, right? Or some of them alive, anyway. Oh, man. Nice. Oh. Is that the suicide pill? I was worried that's what those pills were for. Yeah, she was trying to keep him alive. I've definitely seen that guy somewhere. It's not who I was thinking it might have been, but I've definitely seen him somewhere. What is this thing they're in? Is it some kind of plane of their own? What is that thing? What? Crazy. Oh my god, it's got a flame. Oh my god. That's a crazy ship with a flamethrower. No, I don't think they're gonna have it much longer though. Jeez, oh man. Does it have seatbelts? Didn't seem like he was in one though. I don't know if the girl in the seat was. Well, they took down the plane, but... Oh! Jeez. Alright. They didn't get anybody to interrogate, though, huh? Oh. It's like a castle. It is a castle. Where are we now? We don't have castles like this in the US, right? Airfolds. Is he naked? I feel bad for Miss Crookshanks. Does look pretty good. I was gonna say. What do you mean, would a knife be more appropriate? Who are these people? Why is he trying to cut a cake on a horseshoe? It's the bee's knees. He takes one bite. Blasphemy. Maybe it's not good. Did he wrap the gift in a fur? Okay. Hmm. Seems like he likes it. Unlike the cake. Oh. Okay. Okay, so Redford's a president. because you heard them talking about like hating the Redfords and stuff on some of the signs and stuff like that. I've seen that actress somewhere too. I know I said that earlier when we saw her at the play, but I can't pin what I know her from. Are those his kids? Because they seem young for his age. Is my reason for asking. But I guess he could adopt. Or who knows with this crazy. They saved that dude that got shot in the chest by a bunch of bullets. So maybe you can hmm. Yeah, they were using him for something. But yeah, the clock ticking while they're talking about this too. Doesn't seem too worried. Oh, this is cool. Mothman. Hmm. Minutemen. Right. Was it just blood that came out of his nose? I didn't really get to see what it was. Oh, okay. Something feels ominous. I was about to say Hmm. I get a little bit of a bad vibe. Like, I have since the beginning of this guy. And I was gonna say the singing and everything at the dinner table made me like him a little bit more, but I still, like, if the show ended with him being a part of the 7th Cavalry, I wouldn't be surprised. But I could be very wrong. 30 years? Okay. That's not good. Did he run over some spike strips? Seems like it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's just screwed. He doesn't seem as concerned as I feel like he should be. Oh, what a cut. Okay. You might want to answer that. Alright. No answering machines in this world? Hmm. Well, they know her identity. I felt like he knew, but yeah. When she said she had to go to the bakery, I felt like he understood what that meant. Um, but yeah, okay. I thought he was gonna go with her, but it was just protect the family while I'm gone. Guess I'm probably wrong about Judd unless it's a long con. Oh shit. Is he already dead? It's the old guy in front of the bakery, right? I'll wait for it to open. Jeez. Yeah, well. Yeah, he still has it. Huh. Interesting. Why one shoe? Did it just fall off? It's not down there, though. Why is one shoe off? That's what it said behind him when he was a kid. Okay. Interesting. And is this the end of the episode? I know it's probably going to be ending any minute, right? Yep. Alright. That is it, guys, for episode 1. Confusing. I mean, a lot of the things I was confused on got answered, and some things didn't. So I'm intrigued, though. I like it so far. It's different. It has a lot of questions for me that I want to answer. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be only one season, right? Like, I don't think this show is getting another season, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, that means I feel like pretty much most of the questions that I have should be answered by the end of it, which is exciting. But, okay. That ending threw me a little bit because, like I said, when we saw the two groups, when we saw the message on the screen and then all the cops, I was like, which one of these are the good guys, right? Is it possible that what were they called? The 7th Cavalry? Is it possible that they could actually be good and the cops are making them out to be terrorists, right? I don't know. Because at the end there, I feel like if, right, like, we don't know what happened during that kid's life, right? Did I get a name for the kid in the beginning? In the very beginning? I don't even know if we got a name for him. But in 1921 in Tulsa, he was watching that silent video of Bass Reeves. It seemed like it was like about justice, and he seemed like he was all for that. So unless something in the rest of his life went really wrong and he ended up becoming bad, but also he could be a third party too. Like maybe he's not with the 7th Cavalry or with the police force, right? He could be like a third party faction, but they kept calling the 7th Cavalry like white supremacists and stuff like that. So it's like, if they are, then I don't know why that guy would be with them, right? You know? So it's just it's really interesting. I'm super intrigued. It's a weird world. I want to see. So was that the Civil War in 1921? I'm so bad with dates. Civil War date. No, way off. Okay. 1861 to 1865. I thought Civil War was a lot longer ago than 1921. Significant or significance of 1921. So racial tensions in the United States were gathering momentum. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't really know for sure, but at least it talked about like racial tensions. So I was trying to think of like what happened in 1921 there, where like people were like rioting and stuff, but maybe it's the racial tensions. And now in the modern day, we have this like they talked about a white supremacist group and stuff like that. That's why I thought like Civil War stuff maybe, but I should have known Civil War was way earlier than that. That was my bad. Like I said, I am terrible with history. I was pretty good at history in school, but I just kind of forgot it all as I got older. I just stopped thinking about it as much, and remembering dates and all that. I'm really bad with dates. But but yeah, so something now I'm curious, was it the event in 1921 that kind of changed it from like what would have been our civilization to what their civilization is now, or has it always been different even before that? That's one thing that I'm kind of curious on, right? Like because there's a lot of differences, right? Like the police force have like these guns have to be regulated. They have to be given permission to pull them out of their like locks, right, where they're locked in. It's obviously they hide their face, like the police hide their faces because whatever this other faction group is would target like family and them when they're home if they knew their identities and stuff like that. So it's almost like they're superheroes kind of thing that have to like hide their identities and all that. It's really interesting. There were obviously a lot of other changes in the world, like whatever that little plane thing they flew that had like the flamethrower in the front, like they had like the big blimps and everything in 2019. Like we don't have that stuff, so there's something that happened. Either something happened in the world that diverged it into this timeline with all this different technology, or it's just always been like that, and it's not like something that was diverged, and we just have to learn this world, right? Also, Redford being president, like that's not as far as my memory serves, we've never had a president Redford. And also, it seems like the laws of holding presidency has changed because they talked about how there's been 30 years of Redford. So, but it also, so it seems like Redford is um, like the good president, you know, if that is a thing. Um, and it seems like the other faction, the 7th Cavalry, don't like him. We saw like those signs in that trailer park that were like "fuck the Redfords" or something like that, and stuff like that. And then they said, "Did you buy it with Redfordations?" So is there some kind of like currency or something that you gain that they named after the president? I'm not sure, but but also the reigning of like what's up with the reign, like everything seemed like it could just be an alternate future with like so far we haven't seen any kind of like superpowers or anything, even though they have the Minutemen who seem like they have like superhero outfits. Now I don't know if that's just a TV show or if it's based off people. I mean, it said an American hero story, so it feels like it might be based off real people. But like, are there superpowers? But like, there was no real hint of like weird stuff. But then we had the rain, right? The rain with the squids in it. What's up with that? And then at one point they mentioned when they were interrogating the guy trans-dimensional attacks. So what's going on there? Like, is the squid rain some kind of trans-dimensional attack? They said like, do you believe in it? So is that like a conspiracy theory? But if it's not that, then what makes squids rain from the sky? How's that even possible? Why did they like disintegrate after? why did the alarms go off? Is it like, do you not want to be hit by it? But they just got out and like rubbed it off after, so it doesn't seem like it's like bad to touch it. But everyone kind of like stopped. Is it just for visibility? Like having a bunch of squids land on your windshield makes it hard to see? Because everyone seemed to like stop driving and all that. So I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Um, the girl was talking about sorry, Angela Abar, who also I think went by Knight as her like alternate ego because the subtitles called her Knight. Maybe they said it in the episode and I missed it, but she was saying how she was a cop at one point and now she's not after she got shot and she's opening up a bakery and everything. Clearly that's not true. She's still like, it almost feels like she's a vigilante because she just kind of like walked in there and like did her own thing sort of, but then like when the cops call she shows up and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's definitely a very interesting world, and it's a lot right now. I will say it's a lot. I feel like I have to learn like what's going on in the story and what has gone on in the world. Like I feel like I need like a whole history lesson, but they did, like I said, they did a good job of hinting at a bunch of things, right? So I will say I don't know if there's like a different kind of science to make you age a little different, but that guy at the end, the kid we saw in the very beginning, the watch this boy, like that should have been 98 years ago, right? 1921 to 2019. And that kid was already like at least like 6 or something, I'd say. Maybe a little bit younger, possibly. But so I mean, that would put him at like 104. That old man in the wheelchair did not seem like 104. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just couldn't find, like, maybe they just didn't have an actor to play someone that old, so they picked him, and that's just what he looks like, but he is supposed to be 104. I don't know. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that could be someone that's 104 years old. I don't know. But I don't think it'd be a kid, right? Like, did he have a did that kid from 1921 have a kid, and then this is like his descendant? Could it be something like that? I feel like the mark on the face is the same one he had as a kid, so I feel like it'd be the same kid, unless that mark can be passed down or something, but it's like a mole or something, right? So I don't know. And what's up with the piece of paper? He had it in his lap at the end there. His dad gave it to him. Like, what is that about? Why did he kill Judd if Judd's supposed to be on the side that aren't like the racists and stuff? So is it gonna reverse on us? Is it gonna be something? I mean, I know I already said this, but with the 7th Cavalry and everything, are they gonna be the good guys really, and we're gonna have some big revelation that, you know, these people who think they've been doing good aren't? Maybe the Redfords really are bad, but just making themselves seem good, kind of thing, and have everybody tricked, and maybe that piece of paper that he has will, you know, shift Angela's view big time, and make her like join his side or something. Also, was he the one that killed Judd? Like, he seems like he's in a wheelchair and everything. Maybe he just has people that work for him, or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But, or was he called here too for some reason? And maybe, but the way he was sitting there felt like it was like he's the one that caused it, right? I don't know. So many questions. I had my confusion about Article 4 when he called that out, because he was like, we are... I thought he said, we are Article 4. So I thought that was how they were identifying themselves. I don't know if I can find that spot very easily. This is where she gets called in, right? This is where he says, Cavalry back, we convinced ourselves they were gone. So we're gonna roll up to Nixonville, round them up, and drag their asses into the pod for interrogation. One of them's gonna give up the shooter. Warrant. Yeah, so I think he was saying, like... I think I took it the wrong way when, one of the girls said, weapons hot, and he said, we are Article 4. I think it's supposed to be, we are in Article 4, or we are activating Article 4, but simplified down to we are Article 4. I don't think that was... When I first read that, or, sorry, I have subtitles on, that's why I said read it. The way I took it was he was calling themselves, we are, you know? We are Article 4, that's their group name that he was calling out, but no. Right after that, we have the, Panda. He opens up, a binder and starts reading an emergency 24-hour release of deadly weapons. I think that's, he's reading off what Article 4 is. So, I apologize for my mistake on that one, but I think I understand it now. Panda's probably the craziest one. That's such a dirty panda head, too. I'm, paused on it right now. I feel like I recognize the voice. I wouldn't be surprised if I recognize who that is, if we ever see him without the panda mask. But yeah. Anyway, crazy stuff. So we saw Red. Oh, Red and Night. We did hear the name. I wrote it down as Night, as in, Knight, right? And I didn't even put two and two together. I just didn't even think of it when I wrote down Red and Night. But that's Angela. Okay, cool. That makes way more sense now. So we did hear the name before. I even wrote it down. Just didn't even think of it. But yeah, I don't really think I have much more to say. I mean, it's a crazy world. I want answers. I want to watch more, so I can't wait for the next one. So I think that'll be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I already talked about subscribing and my Patreon and how all that works at the start, but check all that out. The links are in the description, or they should be popping up on the screen now. So thank you guys, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.